the committee asked me that are working with the capital campaign, asked if I would be willing to start with the first temple talk. And I said, no, this congregation has heard enough from me through the years. So they twisted my arm, and I guess I'm representing the elders of the church because I've been around here for 50 years. So if you hear some of my stories of why I love this place, just bear with me. And I won't tell you some of the terrible stories that have happened to me up here today. But I can tell you that in the last 12 years, this is the best life of Bethlehem Lutheran Church that I have experienced in my 50 years. And you know why. It is our staff leadership. So in the past, we've had many challenges, and we have survived through them, and we thrived through them. And so today I want to share with you a few things what I know about this church and what are meaningful to me. First of all, I know that I need this place. If you're like me, I need to worship. I need to grow in my faith through studies and Bible studies and listening to the sermons. And I need to know how to serve in this community called our church. I need to learn how to serve outside of the community and here at Bethlehem. I also know that there are many new members here that I have no idea who you are, but I am grateful beyond words for you who have joined our church, because we, with this kind of hair, need you very badly. So thank you for joining us, and we hope more will come in the future. I also try to live by a couple of my goals in life. One is service is the rent we pay for living. And I try to live that out in my life, as you do also. And then there's one from the scripture that says, to whom much is given, much is required. And that's us here today. I also know that we face challenges from the COVID, the pandemic we are living with yet today. It has been difficult for us. Who are we going to be in this church? When will these pews be back to having 300, 400, 500 people worship with us on Sunday and Wednesday night? But I know that we will recover, maybe in new ways of worshiping and in new ways that this church may become. I also know that the capital campaign is based on sacrificial giving. And sacrificial giving to each of you is different. But it is important that we find out for ourselves what that means and how will we respond to getting rid of this $1 million+ debt that we have, so that it will not, in the future, interfere with our staffing needs and our opportunity at Bethlehem to grow. I also know that this is a holy place. This is a holy place to me, not just in the sanctuary, but it's holy to me because I have the opportunity of freedom to worship and participate. But in the past years of my membership, I have had 3 funerals here of my loved ones. In 1974, we had the funeral service of my son Daniel, who was 6 years old. And as many of you remember, in 2009, my husband died in 2009 and left this world and left his vital part of Bethlehem. And then just 3 months ago, I had the funeral and the memorial service for my husband, Donald Zemke, who died. Now I know that we are moving towards exciting times. We are going to have the opportunity to have a new pastor, Pastor JC, come and join us in October. That will be terribly exciting for us and challenging. And then, as all of you know, the leadership, the pastoral leadership, is really who we thank today to our Pastor Jay. For the last year, he's been working. He has been working alone as a single pastor. And I often observe that I notice 7 days a week he's working. So this morning, would you join me in thanking Pastor Jay especially? And then just before I came to church this morning, I like to watch the Sunday morning show. And they were interviewing Mitch Albom, who wrote the book Tuesdays with Morries in the 70s. It's sold over 18 million copies. And they interviewed the author again, Mitch Albom. And one of the things he said just before I turned the television off, he said, "Giving is living. Giving is living." That's what we're going to do with the capital campaign. Thank you all.